Welcome back. So today we are going to fix a little issue we're having with our spawning of our health packs. I thought about going in and completely redoing the original video to kind of fix this, but this kind of also highlights sometimes things happen and mistakes or errors in programming or little bugs, features, and things like that end up in your video game. So the important point of this is that we need to play the game over and over again and run through different scenarios to test it out before you release a game. And I think that's kind of something that this will highlight. And then you're going to have to go back in and fix it after you've already, done the code the first time. And this is just a minor fix, just a little bit of code that we need to add to this, or blueprinting that we need to add to this to fix it. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate real quick what the problem is, and then from there we'll go in and jump into fixing it. All right, so let me go ahead and get out of the way here. All right, so here in our game, I'm going to go ahead and hit the play button. And first thing I'm going to do is clear out this wave. Fortunately, there's only 8. They probably have to show up. Since I only have 2 or 3 spawn points, it shouldn't take too long. Wow. And I want to get a little damaged so I can pick up health packs. Now the health packs are already here, but I'm going to wait for the second wave to pop in. Okay. Now the second wave has started, so I'm going to come over here and pick up this health pack. I can pick it up once, and I know that we've got 4 health packs in here, and then it comes back, and then I can pick it up again. And after a few seconds, it pops in again. So basically what's happening is it's continually spawning. We need to fix that so that we don't have this error in our game. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into fixing our code for this. And like I said, it shouldn't really take us all that long. So what we want to do is go back into our blueprints and then find our game mode, which is where we set up our spawning for our health packs. Okay. And right here, this is our spawn health pack. And what we want to do is, I'm going to go ahead and move this over out of the way. We have get random health spawn point. We did this for our health pack right here. This is our health pack. We're going to have to make some modifications to this. And we're going to also have to write a new function, okay? What our problem is that your health pack is right here. And in order to end the cycle, we clear out this function right here. But the thing is that we're starting in with this only knowing the number of health packs that are actually inside the spawn point at this instance of the game, so at this wave. And every time it'll start off at 0 and do some additional counting. And we have our max health packs right here set at 4, at least on mine. Okay. So what we need to do is we're going to modify this section here so we have a few more options here for our conditions. And we're going to use an OR for this, and we'll come back to that in a minute. But the first thing we need to do is also we need to tell it to go and find out how many health packs are already in our scene, and we need to do that every time we start a new wave, because if you already have 4 health packs and say you have 7 spawn points, it should only put 3 more in if you only want 7 as your max. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to write a function real quick. Okay. So over here on the right hand or left hand side, we're going to add a new function, and we're going to name this function get health packs in level. Okay, make it very clear as to what this function is supposed to do. So we're going to get health packs that are in the level. Okay, and this is actually pretty simple. We've used this already before. This next function that we're going to create, and what we want to do is we're going to right click in here, and we're going to get all actors of class. Okay, right here. So it's going to go and look for all specific actors of a class. And the class we want to use right here, we're going to select the class is our VP underscore health, and we want the health pickups. Okay, so it's going to go out and it's going to see how many health pickups we already have in our scene. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pull out our health packs from down here. We're going to pull out our health packs from down here. There we go. And we're going to set these. All right, and that's going to complete that function. We're going to go ahead and compile it and save it. Now we're going to go back to our spawn health packs. Right here at the very beginning, just going to pull this away a little bit. We're going to pull out this new function that we just created. And there we go. So it's going to call it every time that we start this new wave. So it's going to call that, and it's going to go out and get our health spawn points, so that it will update our health packs every time. All right, so the next thing we want to do is we're going to make a couple more variables that we can modify if we want to over time. So the first variable we're going to create is going to be health pack spawns remaining. There we go. Okay, kind of long. And we're going to change this from being a Boolean, if that's what your option popped up, to an integer. We want it to be an integer. All right, we can compile this. And now we're going to set this as to however many spawns you want inside of your scene here. And we could have also changed that, but I'm just going to put this to 4. We could have set it up so that this would have been something that we could have updated as well. But since I only want a total of 4 health packs, period, we're going to go ahead and use this as a variable. And then we're going to create one more variable. And I'm using 4 for my number every time for the new wave, but you can do whatever you want. So this next one is max health packs 4 level. Okay. And what this is this is going to be what we use to determine the most health packs that we're going to allow to be on the level at a time. So it's going to go out and it's going to do a comparison. It's going to look to see, okay, I have 6 health packs on my level. The most I can have are 6, so I'm not going to create any more. Or I have 4, so I can create 2 more. And we're going to go ahead and compile this. And for my level, the most I have, I'm going to put 6 in here, and I'll explain why in a second. I'm having 7, but this is going to be a greater than setup. So greater than or equal to setup, or greater than actually, so that I can hit my 7, because I could do an equals to as well. But if I ever get into a situation where, for whatever happens, or I decide I want to add more spawn points to add some more randomness, but I still don't want to have more than a certain number on my level at a time, I'm going to use a greater than, so that once I get to 7, it won't create any more after that, even though I have 8, 9, 10 spawn points for my health packs, which creates some randomness around the game. I won't ever have more than 7 in those at a time on the level. So that's why I'm going to do it that way. Okay, so now this is going to be pretty simple. Might look a little messy at first, but okay, so one of the things I'm going to do is I'm also going to add back in a countdown, which was the, do we have that in here? Let me see here. Health pack spawns remaining. Max health packs. Let me see here. Yeah, we have it in there. Okay, so we already have the health packs spawns remaining. And what we're going to do is right up in here, I'm going to do a right click. And I'm just going to hold the shift button and get the, oh, not the shift button, wrong buttons. Now I'm just messing it all up. All right, I'm going to hit the minus button because I want an integer and I want a float decrement. Okay, so right here, we're going to do a decrement. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and feed this out to here. Feed this into here. and we're going to pull out our max health packs or health pack spawns remaining down here, which we set to 4. I'm going to get that, feed that up into here. And then let's go ahead and drag this down a little bit. I'm going to break this condition right here, hold the Alt button over it, and then left mouse click, or hold down the Alt button, left mouse click over that. And we're going to put in a different setup for that. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull out from here, and again I'm going to use the equals integer, and it's going to be equal to 0, so we'll leave it at that. Okay. Just over a little bit. My max health packs are here, and they're going to be equal to the max here. And then the last thing we're going to do is max health packs for level. So what I want to do is, for this one, I'm going to go ahead and drag out from here my health packs. I'm going to type in length. Okay, I want to get the length comparison. And then from here, I'm going to use the greater than symbol. So integer is greater than. And this is my max health packs for level. And I'm going to get that. Okay. Again, that number is 6 because I want a total of 7 to be max at any time on my scene. And now what I'm going to do is pull these a little bit closer together. Right click here, and I want to use an OR. Okay, so I want to use an OR boolean. And I need 3 of these, so right here where it says add pin, I'm going to click on the little add pin button. Plug those in, just like that. So what's basically happening here is that I'm going to count down to 0. So the first condition can be that I'm going to have 4 of these packs remaining, and I'm going to count down to 0. Okay, so it's going to count down. So if I start off at the very beginning of my game and I don't have any, it's going to count down until it gets to 0. It meets that condition. Then it's going to be true. Oops, wrong. Grab the little pin there, plug it into the branch. We can move things in a second to clean it up. All right, so that's going to be the initial countdown. Okay. Now the next thing is right here for my length, I've set my max health packs to be equal to 4 as well. So what could happen is if I already have, if I have 4 in the scene and I keep adding these in until I get to 3, right? I may never actually get down to 0 here, so this may not happen. But if I get to 4, so I get to a condition where I'm getting to 4 health packs, this will be true, and it'll meet that condition. And then the last thing is, any of these combinations that don't work out, I don't get to 0, I don't get to 4, but I do get greater than 6 in my level, then it'll meet this condition, it'll be true, and it'll set this for me. All right, so go ahead and I'm going to double click there. I'm just going to kind of pull that down a little bit, clean that up a little bit so we can see where these lines go. And this feeds back a little bit, but it's not really obtrusive, so I'm just going to leave it the way it is to keep from making this extended out. I'm going to go ahead and compile it. We're going to save it. Now let's go ahead and test the scenario and see if that works. So basically, I think I have 4 health pickup spots here. Actually, I only have 3. All right, so this may be difficult to test. Let's see here. Now I think about it, it's probably not going to work the way we want it to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself up to a total of 7. I have 4 health spawn points in the scene right now. I'm going to add 3 more. All right, and maybe 1 more just to verify. All right. And my other spawn points. I've moved them around the scene. So it may be a little bit difficult to test this visually quickly, but we'll go ahead and give it a shot. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hit play. And I should get my health pack spawning. Okay, and I can see that I have 3 there. I should have a 4th one somewhere else. Okay, and it looks like that's true because I know there's a health pack there, but it did not spawn an additional one. Excuse me. Alright, so what should happen is now with the new wave, I should get the rest of the health packs kind of filled out here. Should be another one pop over there. Okay, that's true. Now if I grab this one, it should not respawn. And it did not. Oops, I think it did. This is happening here. Okay, but it does not appear that I have any additional health packs respawning right now. So let's test this one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And there's the last 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so let's pick up one. Okay. Now I should not have any additional ones respawning. All right, so that is a fix to the spawning issue. Hopefully that will work out as well for you. Now, based on any of the numbers that you're using, yours may change up just a little bit. So make sure when you're putting that in, you're thinking through the logic. You're doing your countdown. You've got your max health packs per level that you want to have assigned, and then you also have the max that you're going to spawn every time as well. So by controlling the amount of health packs that appear in your scene can also change the dynamics of how your game is going to be played. So that makes it either tougher or easier based on how you want to set up your health packs until you get to a point where you have so many enemy coming at you that you're going to take damage and you're going to need to get health. So you're going to have to track that down. All right, again, if you've missed any of the videos, or you missed the previous video to this on how to do the health pack spawning, go ahead and visit my YouTube channel at Putting on the Fritz 3D Visualization and check it out there. I'm going to be continually adding more content. If you liked what you saw, please like this and please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time.